Hi, welcome to the next in our 12 Days of Christmas series. Today we are going to make a mug filled with hot chocolate, marshmallows, and some peppermints along with a couple of Hershey's Kisses. So we are going to be using the More Than Autumn set to make a cute tag to go with this. So let's get started. The first thing that I did was I cut a tag already. Let me move this out of the way. Using the Greetings of the Season tags, and I also die cut and stamped a couple of others images so that you wouldn't have to sit here and watch me do all of that. So the first thing we have is our tag. I love this stamp set because it just has so many fun images and the dies are great. As you can see, we were able to die cut the hot and the cocoa, and inside this set there are also dies for all of these different words. So you have pumpkin, season, hot, apple, cocoa, nothing's better than, coffee, latte. So there are just quite a few spice. There are quite a few different little die cuts that you can use to customize this to whatever you want to put in your cup. So today we are going to use these. The first thing we're going to do is take our tag and we are going to use some Pool Party ink and kind of use a blending brush and give it a shading of the Pool Party. So let's get our Pool Party ink along with a scratch sheet of paper. I'm going to move these items over to the side so that I don't get ink on them. And then we are going to use a blending brush and just kind of blend some of this ink on here. I don't want it to be a lot, but I want it to have that just hue of the Pool Party. So, and there's no right or wrong way to do this. So you just put some ink on there until you're happy with it. And then in a minute, you'll see that we are going to be covering a lot of that up. So now that we have our tag, we need to do a little bit of coloring on each of our pre-die cut images. So when you get this stamp and die set, it has all of the stamps to make each of these items in there. And so we are going to color our gingerbread man and our candy cane, as well as our coffee cup. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Pool Party blends to color the top and bottom part of our cup. So let me grab my glasses so that we can hopefully stay within the lines. So we are just going to, and I love our blends because it doesn't need a lot, but it really adds an extra dimension. We'll do a little bit of up here, same thing down here, and do a little bit of shading. And then we will come in with the lighter blend and just kind of fill in the rest of this part. If you have not used our stamping blends, they are fantastic. They just kind of, it's almost like using a marker, but they kind of blend everything together. They don't leave a lot of streaks. And the longer you let them sit, the more the colors settle in. And they're just really easy to use. And I am not an artist by any means when it comes to coloring and painting. And so these are a great tool to just kind of keep around to make it look really fun. So there we go. There's our coffee cup. The next thing I want to do is let's go ahead and color our gingerbread man. And I am using, by the way, that was Pool Party on the cup. We're going to use Pecan Pie on the Gingerbread Man. And I am just using the light Pecan Pie because all I want to do, I'm not even going to do any shading. You could use the darker blend to do around the buttons or, you know, his little sleeves or pants. But we are just simply going to use the lighter shade and just kind of color him in. Okay? And then on the candy cane, I am using the Real Red. And we are just going to color every other stripe in the Real Red. So it doesn't take much. A lot of times on this one, I will just literally just put little dots and then they kind of blend together. I don't even really do strokes. And then we'll do this last one. There we go. And it's just kind of cute. All right. So the other thing that I did was I pre-stamped Nothing's Better Than in Real Red ink. And that stamp is also in this set right here. And so we are just going to take a pair of our paper snips and just cut around these words. So you can use a trimmer if you would like. I find that sometimes when I'm working with something this small, it's just as easy just to hand cut it. And so that's what we're going to do today. I think this is a great set to have for all year. It's really good for the fall, and obviously you can use it for the holidays. But, you know, depending on where you live and how much you like pumpkin spice, apple cider, mochas, lattes, coffee, it could be a lot of fun. It also has the words for eggnog, which is always fun too. So, and then there's one just for fall. So it's just a really cute set to have. All right, so now we're going to put everything together. So we are going to take our cup, if I can pick it up, and we are going to put dimensionals on the back of this. So let me grab my dimensionals. Here they are. And just put a couple of those on here. I don't want to put them too close to the top because I want to be able to slide the marshmallows and the candy cane to where they will fit. So for that reason, I tried not to put the dimensionals all the way to the top. I got one of them a little higher than I probably meant to, but it's okay. All right, and we're just going to kind of put this in the middle of our tag. Maybe just a little bit. There we go, because we want to leave room for our words at the bottom. All right, so then now we're going to take our marshmallows, and I'm going to use glue dots on these because I just want to adhere them kind of flat to where they're in, like just behind the cup, the top of the cup. So we'll put one here, and then we'll put another one off to the, to over here on this side. And then I'm going to take this and just kind of slide it down and put it to where they are sticking out, but they are not like on top of the cup. I want them behind it a little bit. And then lastly, we're going to put our candy cane. So on that one, we're going to also use the glue dots and put a couple of those on here. I love these mini glue dots for this because they're just perfect to stick on items. It gives it just a little bit of height, but not as much as a dimensional. And so it does provide a little bit of a 3D effect without using an actual dimensional. And then we're just going to kind of stick this to where it looks like it's sticking out of our cup, like that. Okay, now we're going to take our words And we're going to kind of slide these to where they just fit right over the top of all of this, but they're not covering up the hole, because we're going to use that to slip some twine into to hang our tag around the cup that we're going to put together. So I'm going to put a little piece here and another glue dot right here. And you can kind of bunch these up once you put them down. So we're just going to kind of stick this up here on the top and position it however you want. I did mine at a slant just because I thought it would be fun. So now we're going to put our gingerbread man on. I am going to use a dimensional for him just because I want him to kind of pop up a little bit. And I'm just going to use one because he's really not big enough to use more than that. You could cut those small dimensionals in half if you wanted to and put more than one, but I think one should be enough for what we're wanting to do. So let's get him in the center. There we go. All right. And then, so here's what this looks like now. And then finally, we are going to put on our words. So I want my hot to kind of stick up over the bottom of the cup a little bit. And then the word cocoa to kind of be down here at the bottom. And again, I'm putting these at a slant just to kind of keep the slant thing going. So I am going to put a couple of glue dots on the back of this. If your glue dots stick out a little bit, it's okay. If you don't want them to stick out, then you can take the glue dot and kind of ball it up a little bit more. There's no right or wrong way to do this, so just whatever effect you would like to have is the way you can customize this. We'll kind of put that together a little bit. All right, so there we go. So then we're going to put this kind of right here. Oops, make it go down just a little. There we go. So that we can see the top of our tea. And then we're going to do the same thing on cocoa and put a few glue dots back there. It's nice that you can make something like this and put it all together with just a few pieces of cardstock, because as you can tell by looking at this, you can just use your scraps. You don't have to buy anything special. So chances are, if you're like me, you have a little bit of white cardstock scraps hanging around. I have like a whole bin that I just keep to pull from. All right, so then we're going to kind of just put this here. You can see my glue dot down here on the C, but you can always take that and just kind of push it up underneath there if you want to have less of that showing. And then that way, it's not quite as obvious that there's a glue dot there, but sometimes I'd rather people see a glue dot than it to fall off. So here's our little tag that we made. And then we are going to take some of our peppermint embellishments, because I am in love with these. And we are going to put a few of these around on this because we can, and they're super cute. So I've run out of the little ones in this pack. So we're kind of limited to the large and the medium size. If you go online and order these, they will be available again in December. I don't remember the exact day, but they are coming back one more time. They have just been a hot commodity this year. So then, tell you what, we'll put one on our cup just to kind of add a little bit of decoration there. And so now this is our finished tag. So we're going to take some of our real red and white twine. And I am just going to be kind of generous on this with myself and cut a piece so that I can have a long tag. And I'll show you why in a second. But we are going to thread that through the hole, or attempt to. There we go. And then just pull the front two pieces through that loop, and then just pull it straight through like that. All right, so now we're going to put together our cup. So you can go to the dollar store and get any cups you want. These are actually some Santa cups that I bought a couple of years ago at the dollar store, but we are going to fill this with some hot chocolate. So I have a couple of the packs of Nestle's Rich chocolate here, so I'm just going to put those in. On Amazon, I found these cute little bags of marshmallows, the mini marshmallows. So we're going to put a couple of those packs in. And since this cup is a little bit bigger, I'm actually going to kind of stack these just a little so that somebody can see what's in the cup. And then I also got a box of peppermints. One of these is actually broken, but it'll still give us the idea. And put that here. And then you can, if you would like, you can throw in a bunch of the Hershey's Kisses. And these are the ones with the little Santa hats, so they're just super cute. So just kind of throw those in for decoration. And then take a cello bag. I thought I had one sitting here. Oh, here it is. So this is like an 8.5 by 11 gusseted, or an 8 by 10 gusseted cello bag that I got off of Amazon. And we are just going to slide our cup into that. Moving this off camera a little bit so that I don't knock the phone. You could also use the disposable cups that are Christmassy for this. That would be really cute. And just, you know, kind of make it your own. You could get the colored ones if you wanted that. And then just kind of gather it at the top. And then we're going to take our tag that we made, and we're going to tie all of this into a giant bow. So let me do that. If I can get my fingers to work. There we go. And then sometimes I will just kind of reposition this once I get it gathered up. There we go. And then I'm going to actually do like a double knot just to hold it. And then I will bring it around the front and then tie a bow up here so that my bow is in the front, but it's all secured in the back. So then we will just tie a bow. There we go. And then whenever you are finished, it looks like this. So I think the tag on here just really kind of makes it. I made another one the other day and used a different cup, but this one is cute too. I will post pictures of these so that you can see them, but these will give you a fun gift to make for neighbors, friends, co-workers. That doesn't cost a lot of money. Like I said, you can get the cups at the dollar store and then just put in either 1 or 2 packs of the hot chocolate, the little mini marshmallows, some peppermints, some candy kisses, or whatever else you would like to include in that. You could also put a gift card to like a Tim Hortons or a Starbucks. So there are just a lot of fun things that you could do with this set. So I hope you liked the project today. If you would like to place an order to get a mystery box from me, if you order $35 or more by Wednesday, December 11th, using this host code, I will be sending out mystery boxes, and all of that will be in the email that I send out. And if you are not on my email list, you can go to inkycreationsbylinda.com. I will be sending out a recipe card a little later today with all of the projects and everything that I use to make these tags for this. And you can get that by joining my email list. So if you have any questions, please leave them below, and I will see you tomorrow for another fun project. Have a great day.